Hello everyone, welcome back to Maeve Reads Books. Today I am going to be reviewing The Creakers by Tom Fletcher, which is a great book. It has gorgeous illustrations and it's a bit funny and a bit creepy as well. It's really good. So, it all starts when 11-year-old Lucy wakes up and finds that her mum has gone missing. And this isn't the first time one of her parents has gone missing, because her father, she woke up one night and their father was gone. Like, he hadn't even left. His shoes were still at the door. There was a half-eaten chocolate hobnob and half-sipped tea on the bedside table beside where he slept. He couldn't have left without his shoes, finishing his biscuit, or is a chocolate hobnob a biscuit? Well, he couldn't without finishing his chocolate or drinking his tea. Who does that? All his clothes were still in the wardrobe, all that. And this is the exact same thing that happened to her mum. Her books were still there. Her shoes were still by the door. How? Why did they leave without their stuff? Lucy goes outside to check if maybe her mum's, maybe she's doing something outside, gardening really early in the morning. But she isn't. And all the kids in her street's parents have gone missing too. So Lucy kind of turns to be the one in charge. She sort of knows what to do because she just sort of does. Turns out there's no grown-ups in the whole entire town. There's no teachers in the school. There's no grown-ups on TV. All the grown-ups have just disappeared. And the kids are kind of free to do whatever they like. But it starts to kind of, let's say, okay. So, there's 3 sharks in the public swimming pool. 1 kid is stuck in a vending machine, and a whole pavement is replaced with trampolines. So, yeah. That night, when Lucy goes to sleep, she puts on her dad's old, smelly coat. Her dad was a bin taker-outer, and she puts it on. But then she sees under her bed it was 1 pair of beady eyes. She's so scared, but suddenly she just falls asleep. How did she do it? Like, who falls asleep when they're that scared? The same thing happened to a boy near her road. Her neighbour and 2 of her neighbours, Ella and Norman. And then the next night, she hears 4 creatures, and they're looking for her dad's coat. Lucy isn't going to let them just take her dad's coat. So when she gets out of bed to hide it, they're in a different room. Don't worry, they smell her out of bed in a different room. And then they leave, but they're going to come back the next night. Lucy, Norman, and Ella devise a huge plan. Basically, they're going to trap the Creakers and ask them what they want, what they've done with their parents, and all that sort of thing. Because the Creakers said they snatched their parents. And it turns out that the Creakers live in a place underneath your bed called the Wallop. Wallop backwards is below. It doesn't say that in the book, but Wallop is below. The Wallop is below your bed, and it's full of rubbish. Everything is made of rubbish, and it's disgusting. So Lucy does not really care for the Wallop, but Lucy looks for the grown-ups, and the Wallop is completely backwards. If you try to run fast, you run so slow. If you run slow, you like go super fast. That sort of thing. Turns out the wallop sort of switched the grown-ups, turned them kind of into children, and that's but Lucy knows the one way to defeat the Creakers: sunlight. She gets the newsman, like, you know, I don't know, like the reporter. She turns on his camera and tells all the children who are watching TV at that time, not really watching anything interesting because there's no one on TV. She tells them to take the mattresses off their bed. All the sunlight shines down into the wallop and the wallop starts turning to dust. She gets all the grown-ups out, but just before she's about to leave, the Creaker King pulls her down. Lucy is trapped by the Creaker King, and he's like the king of the Creakers. He's way bigger than all the other Creakers are just about have their head over your head, but he's like human sized. Then Lucy realizes who this Creaker is. It's her dad. This has lots of good big spoilers in it, sorry, but the Creakers, it's her dad, and he was kidnapped by the Creakers because he knows all about rubbish because he's a bin man. But then when Lucy saved her dad, her mum, and all the other dads and mums for the whole town, that she realized she has to save all the Creakers too. I don't want to spoil that bit, but it's really good. It's The Creakers by Tom Fletcher. Thank you, Other Maeve, if you're watching this, for giving me this book. Well, not giving, but because this book is amazing. I've read it twice. It's really good. The characters are amazing. It's really exciting, funny, and books you probably like if you like this book. Well, I like this book, so I'm going to give you a pile of books that I think are great, that you probably like if you like Greenwild, The World Behind the Door, which I've done a review on. What else? Well, there's other books by the same author, like Christmas Saurus and all that thing. He's such a funny author, and it's so funny, this book as well. Like, the narrator is like, oh god, the narrator's kind of talking to Lucy. Look here, this bit's like almond milk, butter, eggs, toilet rolls, toothpaste, AA batteries, dark chocolate. Oh, sorry, I needed somewhere to write my shopping list. Back to the story. It's funny. It's an amazing book. Trust me, you're gonna love it. You need this book. You need to read it. That is The Creakers by Tom Fletcher. Thank you for tuning in to Maeve Reads Books. Make sure to like and subscribe.